For an ounce, that's a lot of money for
That's
an
a
ounce
lot
of
of money.
flour. The first question is really about prices.
Yeah.
Why are prices so high? So, and I've brought some things with me, you know, and I think that we're paying. For example, we have a few grams of flour. It's $60.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's, you know, 8 times 60. That's a lot for an ounce. That's a lot of money for
That's
an
a
ounce
lot
of
of
flour.
money.
Why are prices so high?
Yeah. Well, so if you compare it to around everywhere else that has, you know, places that are legal, we are extraordinarily high right now. Okay. Not the highest. There are
We're
some
not the
places that
highest in Nevada. I mean, if you go across the border, an ounce of flour is $400.
If you go to Mesquite, because you don't want to go all the way into
Right.
Vegas, or you don't want to, you know, come to Salt Lake, Mesquite's way expensive. But here's the real issue: is we've given out 8 cultivation licenses, and so let me not stop there because people immediately not enough. We need more people with licenses. But let me just say this: when this whole program started. We were basically told as cultivators that we should expect around 6,000 total patients in the first year.
Yep.
Now,
at the maximum, 16,000. But
really,
that's that was like pie in the sky,
like that, you know. And we were told to get our facilities ready, you know. And by the way, the Department of Agriculture is great, but let's be really clear about this. They said you need a quick grow plan to get some plants going, and then we want a long-term plan. So Zion, in our case, we turned a temporary grow in our processing facility using tents and stuff, what you'd find in your basement. I mean, really.
Where we recorded our very first
very first podcast.
Yeah.
And that was great. But look, you cannot turn out real volume in tents in a warehouse. Like, it's not a thing. But having said that also, like, we're going to invest millions and millions of dollars. So our Payson facility, you know, we're going to exceed probably $7 million on that. And it is awesome and state of the art. Payson will not be able by itself to supply Utah. We started the Payson drawings and everything we were doing there initially because we were anticipating 6,000 the first year, 16 to 20 the next year, 30,000 the next year maybe, right? When we're going to hit 30,000.
We're at 30,000 now. Like, so there's just not enough infrastructure. Add COVID to the mix.
Oh my gosh.
And everything slowed down.
So even if you offered 4 more licenses now, it would take 6 months to a year for somebody to get a real grow operation up. Let's just be really clear. If we add more licenses, it should be because the demand is so high that if all of the licensed people do not deliver and they to their promise to the state of Utah and also the patients, if they can't deliver within a period of time, then more licenses should be issued for sure. But in the meantime, we're just all ramping. Zion recently has been doing a grow outside of Payson, also in Ogden, and we just turned out about 2,400 kilograms of THC flower. Now, not all of that flower will be able to be used in the pharmacy as flower. In fact, a good portion of that is going to go to biomass extraction and make Delta-9 distillate to make a whole slew of other products. Because there's actually just not enough product either in the market. And again, that's a supply-demand issue is where, you know, right now at Zion, we're running late hours and overtime. I can't make enough product. Like, no matter how much I make, I can't make enough.
Sure.
And so, so that's the issue. So what happens is back to price. Price is elevated because demand is so high and supply is low. And that's just sort of basic economics. You will see that normalize. For example, one of the main things that Zion is doing is we're trying to bring some of these prices back a little bit as we have more and more available flower that I can extract and do stuff. We should normalize. I mean, the price for a pound of flour in the state of Utah right now is outrageous.
Yeah.
And amazing for growers, but look, we're also, you know, trying to ramp, so we're all spending millions of dollars to do so. It's an imbalance.
Yep.
This will balance. This will get sorted out.
From a provider side, you know, there's a significant cost to patients too to come see a QMP from anywhere from, I think, you know, the lowest I've seen is maybe $175 to over $675. And part of that is you can't there are providers who have long-term relationships with patients who are able to see them and bill their insurance for chronic pain and then just slide the marijuana recommendation through on the billing. That's technically not allowed. The insurance companies that I've talked to personally say, no, you can't do that. That's federally illegal. And we don't cover, as an insurance company, because we get money from the feds, we don't cover that service. So you're seeing cash fees, you're seeing that sort of thing. And the EVS system has some, it's difficult, takes a lot of infrastructure. So I think those prices too will come down a little bit over time. But again, we have over 30,000 Utah patients. So we have there is a discrepancy.
Yeah.
You know, when I went to the dispensary today or the pharmacy today to buy product for this, and we had, because I'm a patient, okay, so that we're all legal, yeah, there's very limited supply of some of these products.